Eleanor Catton, at 28 years of age, is the youngest ever author to receive the prize. In fact, she was born in the same year that the last and only other New Zealander, Kerry Holm, won the Man Booker Prize in 1985 with the Bone People. Today's win will be a tremendous boost for young New Zealanders in the arts. The judging panel said Eleanor Catton's winning novel, The Luminaries, at 832 pages, requires a huge investment of time from the reader, but the dividends it offers are astronomical. New Zealand generally celebrates our sporting successes on the international stage with enormous vigour. We should be celebrating this success today with equal enthusiasm as it is a truly remarkable achievement. It also comes at the same time that young Auckland musician Lorde currently holds the #1 US chart spot for her song Royals at just 16 years of age. It's an exciting and inspiring that our ambassadors in the arts and culture, who right now hold the attention of the world, are fiercely intelligent and ferociously talented young women. Their successes, Mr. Speaker, are a testament to their skills and hard work and an inspiration for all New Zealanders.
The question is, the motion be agreed to.
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable David Cunliffe.
Mr. Speaker, I rise on behalf of the Labour opposition to support the motion. Mr. Speaker, today a young Kiwi's made history and we're all so proud of her for that. I join the Prime Minister, parties from across the House and Kiwis everywhere in congratulating young Kiwi author Eleanor Catton on winning literature's most prestigious Man Booker Prize. From the very beginning of what was originally called the Booker Prize, there was just one criterion. The prize would be for the best novel in the opinion of the judges. And 42 years later, that is still a key sentence in the rules. And that is exactly what Eleanor Catton has produced. Who better to sum up Eleanor's wonderful work than the judges who sought fit to bestow upon her this fantastic prize? They not only praised the work as a whole, they saw a maturity in the text which betrayed the author's age, stating that, quote, "You read every sentence and you are astonished by the knowledge and its poise." They added that it was a dazzling work, luminous and vast. Eleanor now joins a list of the world's greatest writers that includes names such as Iris Murdoch, Salman Rushdie, Margaret Atwood and Kingsley Amis, and of course our own Kerry Hume. And there are some wonderful parallels in two other Booker Prize winners. Eleanor's win comes 28 years after New Zealand's Kerry Hume won the same prize for the Bone People in 1985, the year Eleanor was born. Kerry Hume is, of course, a proud West Coaster, and the Luminaries is set in Hokitika. Yes, Damien. Hokitika, a fact our own MP for West Coast Tasman, Damien O'Connor, was quick to jump on. And that is indicative of what prizes do for authors, but also for their home, their places that inspire their work. But Eleanor Catton's been quick to point out what it is that New Zealand has given her too. She's a graduate of the Institute of Modern Letters at our own Victoria University. This is the program that Bill Manhire established that has produced a number of great New Zealand writers, including Emily Perkins, Barbara Anderson, Lawrence Fernley, and of course Elizabeth Knox. The Luminaries is also published by Victoria University Press, and today we should also acknowledge Fergus Barrowman, who's the publisher of VUP. Mr. Speaker, today Eleanor has become a wonderful young ambassador for New Zealand, an inspiration to young writers, and the source of enormous pride. We congratulate her warmly.
Very good,
Mr. Speaker.
Catherine Delahunty.
I rise to support the motion on behalf of the Green Party. This is wonderful news. Once again, a woman from Aotearoa, New Zealand has won the Man Booker Prize, and at 28 years of age. 832 pages of vibrant, intricate and experimental writing in the Luminaries, which, like Kerry Hume's magnificent opus The Bone People, extends the definition of creative literature and takes the prize. Although she was born in Canada, Eleanor Catton came to New Zealand when she was 6 years old and is rightly counted as a Kiwi. I am really looking forward to reading this. I was particularly captivated by the Herald description of the plot. Quote, "A great, glorious story of shipwrecks and swindlers, opium addicts and prospectors, secret caches of gold stitched into gowns, fate and fortune, greed, hope and desperation." Just like Parliament, really, only based in Hokitika. The Green Party salutes this young writer for winning what is possibly the most prestigious literary prize in the world and adding her name to the list of writers from Catherine Mansfield onward who have taken Europe by storm. This book must have been a marathon to write, so Eleanor should be recognised as both an athlete and a writer. But once again, a writer has written about our history and identity in a manner which has universal meaning, mystery and delight. Congratulations, Eleanor Catton, and may every Kiwi author be inspired by her success.
Mr. Speaker.
Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Mr. Speaker, it should have been this case for the America's Cup, but it didn't happen. But congratulations to Eleanor Catton for winning the most prestigious literary award in the world and becoming the youngest winner in the history of the Man Booker Prize. We join in the adulatory comments of other speakers in this House. It was said once that the trouble with being a publisher is that too many people with half a mind to write a book do so, which explains half of the political autobiographies we hear and read around the world. This is not the case of the Luminaries, Eleanor's second novel. No, when I write a book, it'll be a bestseller. Now, if you're kind to me, I'll leave out the part about you, which will double its publication if I let it go.
Don't bring the Speaker into the debate.
This is not the case of the Luminaries. Eleanor's second novel, described by the judges as a dazzling piece of work, Mr. Speaker. Eleanor is an inspiration to all Kiwi writers, and let's hope we see more young Kiwis aspire to her astonishing success.
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Peter Dunn.
Mr. Speaker, I want to join on behalf of United Future with other speakers in congratulating Eleanor Catton on winning the Man Booker Prize for the Luminaries. Her history has been rehearsed. One of the youngest winners, born the year that a last New Zealand author achieved this significance. A phenomenal piece of work, 832 pages long. And Mr. Speaker, if you heard Eleanor's acceptance address earlier today, you would have got a sense of the flow of the novel from just the very way in which she spoke and described some of the influences that led her to write about gold in Punamu, about the West Coast and about the particular situation of the South Island of New Zealand. And Mr. Speaker, the great tribute to her is that a very specific regional novel comes out as the best in the world. And when you look at the competition, the various other authors, all with established reputations, that she was up against, the challenge was an almighty one, and she succeeded. And Mr. Speaker, not only is she young, she's a very new novelist. This is only her second novel, but to achieve this success this early bodes extremely well for her future. And it's a great occasion for this Parliament to celebrate a New Zealander's success in the literary fields. As the Prime Minister said, we do it regularly for sports people. This is an important occasion in its own right, deserves to be recognised, and we all deserve to award to Eleanor the accolade of being our best writer, someone we can be proud of, someone whose success we welcome and appreciate, and someone whom we wish extremely well for the future in her career.